Greek fire, Byzantium's ultimate defense, possessed an incendiary formula so potent it burned on water, a knowledge now entirely lost. Today's naval powers grapple with incendiary attacks, from oil rig fires to sophisticated missile defenses. The quest for impenetrable fire-based protections and offensive capabilities resonates profoundly with the ancient mystery of Greek fire. In 2026, the strategic importance of denying an adversary access to crucial waterways remains paramount, whether through advanced mines or uninterceptable missiles. This historical account of a seemingly miraculous substance reminds us that tactical superiority can hinge upon a single, well-guarded technological advantage, urging us to consider the enduring, devastating power of chemical warfare, even in its most archaic forms. We journey now to 7th century Constantinople, the formidable heart of the Byzantine Empire. A millennium after the height of Rome, this civilization faced existential threats from all directions. The city found itself under relentless siege by vast Arab fleets, culminating in the First Great Arab Siege of Constantinople, which lasted from 674 to 678 AD. This was a pivotal moment, threatening to extinguish the last vestiges of the Roman legacy in the East and potentially opening the floodgates for Islamic expansion into Europe. Naval supremacy was absolutely critical, yet the Byzantines were often outmatched in sheer numbers and naval technology, their traditional galleys struggling against the larger, more numerous Arab ships. Amidst this desperation, an innovation attributed to Callinicos of Heliopolis, a Syrian refugee, emerged. Callinicos, bringing his expertise in chemistry and engineering from the Levant, presented a substance that would, quite literally, revolutionize naval warfare, changing the course of history. This fiery concoction, projected through bronze siphons, would cling tenaciously to enemy ships and personnel, igniting them even on the surface of the sea, impervious to water-based countermeasures. The geopolitical landscape of the period was one of ceaseless conflict, where technological advantages were fiercely sought and even more fiercely guarded. Constantinople stood as a crucial bulwark, and its survival often depended on engineering ingenuity and sheer will. The strategic stakes were astronomically high, with the fate of an empire resting upon its ability to repel overwhelming forces at its very gates. The popular story suggests Greek fire's formula was state-guarded knowledge, meticulously preserved for centuries by the Byzantine emperors themselves. But when you read John Halden's Byzantium in the 7th century, The Transformation of a Culture, published in 1990, the evidence actually shows its loss was more likely due to a gradual decline in industrial capacity and specialized knowledge rather than a single lost formula or imperial decree. Most documentaries skip this because a lost formula is more dramatic and fits a cleaner narrative. Lost War Machines believes its disappearance was due to 3 reasons. First, the dispersal of skilled artisans and specialized chemists after successive military and economic downturns. Second, the economic decline limiting resources for complex and hazardous production. And third, the sheer danger and complexity of its manufacture, discouraging new practitioners, leading to a generational gap in expertise. The initial deployment of Greek fire during the siege was devastating. Arab chroniclers, bewildered and terrified, speak of an unholy fire that consumed their ships, sowing panic and breaking their morale, leading to a decisive Byzantine victory. This invention granted the Byzantines a decisive technological edge, allowing them to repeatedly repel numerically superior foes and secure their capital for centuries, preserving the Eastern Roman Empire for another 800 years. Theophanes Confessor, in his Chronographia from approximately 815 AD, vividly describes the first use of Greek fire at the Siege of Constantinople from 674 to 678 AD, noting its terrifying effect and the resulting Arab naval defeat. If a weapon could ensure the survival of your civilization against overwhelming odds, what ethical boundaries ought to be considered? Regarding its deployment, and the absolute containment of its composition. Let us delve into the nature of the concoction itself. While the precise composition remains debated, the evidence suggests it was likely a petroleum-based substance, perhaps naphtha, combined with other volatile components such as quicklime, sulfur, and resin. The key was its ability to ignite upon contact with water or air, and to adhere tenaciously to surfaces, making it incredibly difficult to extinguish, a truly terrifying property in maritime warfare. The Byzantines developed sophisticated projection systems, bronze siphons, which resembled early flamethrowers, mounted on the bows of their specialized warships, known as dromons. These siphonophores became symbols of Byzantine naval power and technological superiority, their terrifying effectiveness spreading fear among their enemies. The use of Greek fire extended far beyond the first siege. It proved crucial in the Second Arab Siege of Constantinople from 717 to 718 AD and continued to be deployed in various naval engagements for centuries, including conflicts with the Rus and the Bulgars, solidifying Byzantine naval dominance in the eastern Mediterranean. The gradual dilution of its formula and manufacturing knowledge over centuries, rather than a singular catastrophic event, led to its eventual disappearance from the operational Byzantine arsenal. As the Byzantine Empire slowly contracted and its economic and military power waned, the specialized skills and resources required for its complex and hazardous production became increasingly scarce. The knowledge, likely held by a limited number of master chemists and passed down through a tightly controlled lineage, suffered from this decline. With the empire's eventual fall in 1453, sacked by the Ottoman Turks, the last vestiges of this knowledge vanished. The records indicate no grand, definitive burning of texts or sudden obliteration of workshops. Instead, it was a slow attrition of expertise, a loss born of shifting priorities, dwindling resources, and the disappearance of the unique supply chains for its exotic ingredients. The very compartmentalization that protected its composition also contributed to its eventual, quiet demise, as the few who held the complete understanding died without successors. Constantine Porphyrogenitos, in his work De Administrando Imperio, penned around 950 AD, outlines the critical importance of preserving the knowledge of Greek fire and specifically forbidding its sharing outside imperial control, attesting to its guarded nature and Byzantine efforts to maintain its exclusivity. The legacy of incendiary weapons continues, albeit with modern chemical engineering. The Mark 77 incendiary bomb, for instance, deployed in conflicts as recent as the 21st century by forces such as the United States Air Force, contains a chemically engineered burning agent, a form of napalm, with terrifying similarities in effect, if not composition, to historical incendiaries. Furthermore, modern naval countermeasures against burning oil slicks or fuel spills, utilizing fire-resistant foam and specialized dispersants, echo the ancient challenges faced by mariners confronted with unquenchable flames on water. The principles of rapid ignition and tenacious burning, so central to Greek fire, are continually refined in contemporary pyrotechnic and chemical weapon research, underscoring an unbroken lineage of destructive innovation. If a weapon could ensure the survival of your civilization against overwhelming odds, what ethical boundaries ought to be considered regarding its deployment and the absolute containment of its composition? The tale of Greek fire compels us to consider the true cost of strategic advantage. Drop your answer to today's question in the comments. Next week, we investigate Damascus steel, the edge that vanished, exploring a metallurgical mystery of unparalleled sharpness. If you've made it this far, you're precisely the audience this channel was built for. Subscribe